John has finally returned, Jay is back from the village, and now it's evening in Nepal. Jina, as usual, starts preparing dinner for the day. But tonight, there will be a grand dinner. Rez hasn't been home for 19 days and has finally returned to the village. He didn't go far. In fact, he had always been in the village. Perhaps, as the editor mentioned, he was just working behind the scenes, filming. Gina had told everyone from the beginning that today, Rez and Nova would come to the shelter. Rez had called her, asking her to prepare enough dinner. The signal in the mountains of Nepal isn't great, but making phone calls is not a problem. Even when the couple wasn't together, they stayed in touch by phone, contrary to what some people said, claiming that Gina didn't know where Rez was and had to search for him everywhere, as if they were living in ancient times, communicating through bottles. That's quite amusing. The rice is rinsed and the water is boiling. The rice has been cooked. The aluminum pot used in the afternoon hasn't been washed yet, so Gina pours some hot water in to clean it. Gina goes to Manita's house to chat, while Johnson, across the way, is crying. Half an hour later, a large pot of rice is cooked and ready to eat. It's hard to believe that the largest chicken, always lingering around its owner, has now become the main dish for tonight. Just a minute ago, it was pecking around next to its owner, and a minute later, it had been knocked out. The chicken on the dinner table was knocked unconscious. Last time, the chicken's body was intact. This is why it's hard to tell which part of the chicken you're eating. By this time, Rez and Nova had returned, carrying many essential supplies. Yesterday, Gina had gone down the mountain, bringing back many things, so now there's no need to worry about food anymore. There's Pepsi and Fanta at Susu's house, along with red onions and various beans. Gina takes out a plastic bag and a wooden block, preparing to chop the chicken. Rez offers to do it, as in Nepal, slaughtering chickens and pigs is typically done by men. This chicken is quite big, enough for the 4 people in the house. In Gina's family, anyone who visits has to take care of the children. Quiet little Nova is fascinated by playing with children and can't stop. Nova is older than Ban Noah, probably the same age as Andy, around 13 years old, while Ban Noah is 11 this year. Gina grabs a handful of cumin seeds and turmeric powder, chopping onions finely. After adding some oil to the pot, she sautés them until fragrant. Then she adds a plate of chicken that had been set aside. Rez didn't chop the whole chicken. He left half of it, along with the chicken's organs, for tomorrow. The young couple, Rez and Gina, are quite frugal. One chicken cannot be eaten in just one meal. They add salt and a generous amount of typical Nepalese spice powders, along with some red chili powder, stirring everything together. The chicken is fried until golden and crispy, emitting an aroma that makes your mouth water. John's clothes are the same ones he wore when attending a ceremony for a girl in the village, which proves that for the past 19 days since Rez disappeared from Gina, the 3 of them, Rez, Gina, and Nova, had already met and stayed in contact. As we all know, Rez can wear the same set of clothes for 10 days to half a month. Judging by John's clothes, we can estimate the time frame of when this all happened. The photo of Rez in Andy's picture is an old one that Andy sent before moving. The rice is not too sticky, and 3 spoonfuls of aromatic cumin chicken are served on top of it. This is the perfect dinner to welcome Rez back home. The little one in Rez's family is extremely happy tonight, shouting in excitement. Gina has also made a rice sauce, perhaps brought back from the village. Rez, carrying the supplies up the mountain, feels hungry despite having an afternoon snack. Tonight's dinner is very delicious, and he eats quickly, almost devouring the meal. It was a wonderful time on the quiet hills. 4 people sitting together, eating hot, delicious food, enjoying a long-awaited reunion filled with warmth and happiness. The rich, fragrant chicken curry served over soft white rice. Gina ate so much that her mouth was full of flavors. It was quite amusing. The greatest thing in life is the sense of peace when everything returns to normal, the reunion after a long separation. Those of you watching from the screen surely feel the joy of seeing the warm, happy reunion of Gina's family. When we know how to appreciate the simple happiness of everyday life, we become true winners in life.